There's some interesting conversations going on over on Reddit um, pertaining to Kaspa. Now, we all know that Kaspa is the future. I mean, I don't care if you're Bitcoin Maxi, Ethereum Maxi, or whatever Maxi it is. Kaspa is the future. Okay, the price may not reflect it right now, but make no mistake, it's going to. Well, I told you when you hold a crypto and you hold a significant amount of that crypto, you always want to keep your ear to the crypto streets. In other words, you want to know what's going on at all times. So, a lot of times, I don't know everything. In fact, no one's listening to this particular channel right now, video. You don't know everything. And if you think you know everything, chances are you really don't know squat. So I like to go out and I like to get other point of views from time to time. And sometimes I just sit in on conversations and just listen. A lot will be said and understood a little bit more if you just keep your mouth shut and listen to someone else's point of view. And that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to take you in on a little conversation that I picked up on that's happening in Reddit in the Casper community. I highly suggest that you guys, at least if you hold Casper or you're thinking about getting into Casper, learn as much as you can about the coin that you can and get in these groups where there are smarter people than you. Because if you're the smartest person in the group or the smartest person at the table or in the room, you really need to find another room. I truly believe that with all my heart. So we're going to talk about the future of Caspa and this point of view or this perspective that this person over on not Twitter, but this person over on Reddit had, and it's something I've always been considering. But as I watch the way these big companies are snatching up Bitcoin left and right, it's making me, you know, think that could they be trying to do that to Casper as well? Could they? Because you got to remember these big players, these bigger players, we're like peons, guys. We are peons when it comes to the wealth that's out there. These entities that are getting into the crypto game that we've been here, guys. A lot of you are just getting here, but make no mistake, you're early. But a lot of these guys, they see the future. They're privy to conversations that we're not privy to, which is why they get to make the moves first. Unless you're part of the Grow Rich, Grow Happy community, right? Shameless plug, but Anyway, guys, if this is your first time here, this type of videos you like, smash that like button. I don't care if you don't like these videos, smash that like button because it does a lot for the channel, helps the channel grow, and it gets other people involved in crypto, which ultimately helps everyone because the more people that are involved in crypto, the better crypto will be, and the better your pockets will be, and the fuller they will be. Financial security, that's what we're here to do, guys. Take a look down and below at all the goodies I have for you, as well as that merch store. Check it out, guys. And I'm going to jump over here and we're going to talk some Caspa, my favorite token. Okay. Okay, guys, look over here. Caspa's at 15 cents. A lot of people are hurt by that. They're like, where's the all-time high? What happened with KRC20? Remember, the price is not always a reflection of the value that the token has. Got to keep that in mind. Stop looking with just your eyes, your immediate gratification, and start looking out long term, doing research on these projects and seeing, what are they working on? Why are people so bullish about them, or why are people not bullish about them? But we're going to talk about Casper right now. We're going to talk about its price right now at 15 cents. You can pick it up at a lot of places, but not Coinbase and not Binance as of yet. But you can get it in a lot of places. I'm not going to go through all that. I'm sure you guys know by now. But if you go over here to Coin Market Cap, you look down here, it's 7 pages of places that you can pick up your own Casper. But I say if you pick it up, make sure you get you a Tangent wallet because I'm telling you, Casper is going to It's going to melt faces. Not only is it going to melt faces, but a lot of people are going to be scrambling to get it like they're scrambling to get Bitcoin today. And they might target your wallet. So make sure you have a cold storage wallet, preferably the Ledger or the Tangem. I say the Tangem because the Tangem holds the Kaspa. It holds all my Kaspa. So that's what you want to check out. But, enough of my long-winded self. I'm going to jump over here and we're going to talk about what I found over on Reddit. Reddit is a great place, guys. Again, like I'm always promoting Twitter and saying you need a Twitter account because you want to be able to follow crypto as closely as you can. Reddit would be next. Reddit would be next in line for that. Besides YouTube, YouTube's number one, and then you got Twitter, and then you have Reddit. Some people might put them in a different order, but okay, I'm over here. This was posted a day ago by Zero Marmot. I'm terrible, terrible with these names. I think this is right though. But okay, something that they said that made me really say, you know what? I believe they have a point. We're going to dissect this together, guys. They said, in the last few days, I've been trading Kaspa. And just to let you guys know, this sounds like somebody who day trades and they trade Kaspa. It's a lot of traders out there that do well, too very well. I highly suggest you want to get into trading like that. Check out MARGEX. You can trade with up to like I want to say 50x leverage. I do trade a little bit on there. You don't need a lot of money to trade over there. You can trade up to $5, believe it or not. That's how you learn. That's how you learn to make money daily. Check it out. I have a link down below as well where you can use my link. Okay, guys. He says we can genuinely say that Kaspa moves similar to Bitcoin. Yes, it does. But we all notice the dramatic difference. Overall, this year between Bitcoin and Kaspa's growth, being Bitcoin nearly growing twice in percentage. Odd for an altcoin following the movements of the king. Pay attention, guys. They're saying that it's odd that Kaspa is following so close behind Bitcoin. Well, I will say that a lot of other tokens actually follow Bitcoin's price movement as well. But this person here, they're really getting at something else about the movement that it's doing. And I'm going to show you now why I love their forward thinking and just really dissecting things and just not looking at it just for what it is, just for face value. Okay. They says in the time that I traded Kaspa futures with a window open on Bitcoin chart, I noticed something odd. Pay attention, guys. Finding number one, many times instead of Kaspa following Bitcoin movements, it anticipated them in some situations that would have been odd to predict after a few seconds Bitcoin following along. So in other words, it's almost like yeah, it it jumped the gun and it made moves before Bitcoin, which would be odd being that Bitcoin is the king. The reason I like this is I'm not a futures trader when it comes to a lot of different things. I'm getting into it a little bit, but I will say these guys have a lot of knowledge. They know way more than I do. So when they speak, a lot of times I do listen. I do listen. Okay. They're saying finding number two, Casper refusing to move in one particular direction, usually up, despite Bitcoin did. Sometimes you get a 2x or 3x the down movement compared to Bitcoin, but only a 1x the upward movement when pulling back. Now that makes it difficult, guys, for someone who's trading to make an exorbitant amount of money. Sort of like XRP. Okay? Makes it hard. Okay. In my humble opinion, it's reasonable to think that entities who are in control of large quantities of Bitcoin, market makers, smart money, institutional operators, they call them as you prefer. And we know who those guys are. The Michael Saylors, the BlackRock, guys like that. They are trying to get in control of a majority of Kaspa out there by moving Bitcoin in a convenient way for them to get more and more cheap Kaspa. It makes sense. And I hope one thing you guys have learned by following this channel, that's why I take you around the world and take you into everybody's business to show you what they are doing with Bitcoin, and mainly Bitcoin, but other things like regulations. And I try to give you everything, like even the kitchen sink, because I want you to see how everything is so closely related and how these big entities know a lot more than we do. They know it because they have the big money and they're closer to the people that makes the decisions when it comes to crypto and different things. So I believe this person right here, they're spot on to something that is going on. Okay, now we're gonna continue. Okay, BC convenient way to get more. Okay, they said this is also the reason why this year it didn't pump as expected. They wouldn't be able to get in control of the asset in a cheap way if they just bought it straight away. The same operation would have costed like 10 or 100 times more. Now, they said, I find this to be a super bullish signal from a techie point of view, long term, because it might mean that those entities know that Casper could become very popular and even replace Bitcoin in the next decades. Not very happy short term because it's harder to trade and less decentralized every day. A wallet distribution analysis would help understanding if someone could do it. My 2 cents. So I truly believe that. He said that it makes it hard for a trader like himself or herself to make a really large bag off of Casper, being that it could be being suppressed. Now, we don't know. Again, this is just speculation. But I tell you, you guys, you need to pay attention to even point of views like this because it says a lot. I mean, at the end of the day, we know for a fact that Bitcoin is just basically a store of gold right now. You're storing your wealth. It's a storehouse for wealth. Whereas Casper is doing the things that Bitcoin was meant to do. Therefore, wouldn't wouldn't the powers that be, these people with the big bank accounts, wouldn't it make sense that they're trying to grab as much as this as they possibly can because it's basically Bitcoin 2.0? And I don't mean that as a slap in the face to the Bitcoin maxis out there. I mean, regardless if you're a Bitcoin maxi or not, you have to be able to to look at something like Casper and say, well, damn, that's a damn good coin. The technology is there. It's getting widely and it's really becoming more and more a household name. It's it's getting there, and it's going to get there. How long is it going to take? I don't know, but the smart money to me is on betting that these guys at the top, these Larry Finks and all of them, they've heard of Casper. And some of you out there might say, no, they ain't heard of Casper. Casper's going nowhere. Guys, they have heard of Casper. They have heard of Casper. Michael Saylor, they have heard of Casper. These guys have heard of it. They know about it. And trust me, somebody is in their ear, whoever their tech person is, who their crypto blockchain person that brings these deals and different things to them. You really think that they're not telling them about Casper? You got to be losing your mind if you think that, guys. So when you jump over here and you look at something like this, and there's some on the website also. And guys, just to let you know, you can come over to their website on the Casper website and you can make sure you're in the right group because they have links to the groups right here. And one of them is Reddit. That's how you'll know that you're on the right Reddit Casper platform. Also, you can do Telegram, Discord. You guys already know about Twitter, how to get in there. And it can also show you how to get started in buying crypto, or should I say buying Casper over here. But when you come over here, guys, and you look at this price right here, 15 cents, a lot of you guys is just sitting back watching that price like, oh, okay. And I hate to say it, but a lot of people are not going to buy until it doubles this price. And then everybody's going to be running out trying to buy Kaspa. They were trying to get their hands on it left and right, which is just asinine. I just can't believe it. So I'm going to look down here and I'm going to tell you what I believe is a good amount to hold. And I believe a good amount to hold if you don't hold any Kaspa. And I'm saying this because, yeah, of course, if you have more money to deploy, this is not financial advice. Do that. But I think 10,000 Kaspa is not bad to hold. I always tell you guys when you're growing wealth, you want to get that 10,000 because from 10,000 to 100,000 is a lot easier to get because now you have more money to play with. We look at if Kaspa can hit $3 to $5. Well, you've just right there. You made the yearly salary of what somebody worked their tails off to get, and you made it with a merely what at this price today, what $1,500. Then you take that money and you replicate it. Because once you get to 100,000, then guess what? It's easier to get to 1 million from there. That's how you do it, guys. This is how you do it. Doesn't take rocket science, but it does take making the right moves at the right times. So I saw that point of view today, and I was like, man, they are hitting on something, and it makes me just want to hold on to my Kaspa even more. I have a lot of Kaspa, and the reason I have a lot of Kaspa is because I believe in Kaspa long term. I am going to take my profits. Yes, I am. But I am going to make sure, at the very least, I always have at least 100,000 Kaspa sitting there for the future. Guys, you don't know. You let me know down below. Is this person in Reddit hitting on something? Are they? Are they making? Is it really out the realm of possibility that the big dogs out there that we say that they have their eye on Casper? Somebody has brought it to them, or they've actually seen it, and they said, let's get them as much as this as we can because this is basically Bitcoin 2.0. You guys sound off down below. Let me know. I'm pin that question down, and while I'm down there, you guys let me know. I'm gonna ask you another question as well. How many Caspa do you feel is enough, or if you're just starting out with Caspa, what's a good number that you feel is enough to hold in the beginning? I say 10,000, but again, you guys let me know. I'm always listening to the community. To the next one, I'm out.